And quickly before we go, you're looking at the Senate as well. It's something which is sort of forgotten when the House of Reps is all chosen there. It's still a bit of a wait to find out the major results there, but any surprises?
Yeah, well look, Tony Abbott's had a thumping victory, but he will have a really tough time getting some of his big ticket reforms, the carbon tax in particular, getting that through the Senate. Until July next year, the Senate remains as it is, and then after that we'll see a real hodgepodge of senators. We could have someone from the Liberal Democrats, we could have somebody from Palmer United, we could have somebody from Qatar, we could even have Pauline Hanson, back. We just don't know, basically. It's going to take some time for that to be sorted out, but there's a record number of candidates running, record number of fringe and minor parties, and it's going to take some time. I think what you can safely say, though, is that Tony Abbott will not have a clear run in the Senate. He will not have control of the Senate. He will have to do deals, he'll have to negotiate, at least until July next year. He will have to negotiate with the Labor Party and the Greens, who will be able to block his legislation, and then after July next year, July 2014, he's going to have to negotiate with a group of independent and crossbench senators. It's going to be a really, really tough time. He's going to need the persuasive skills of someone like a Henry Kissinger if he's going to get his big legislation through the Senate. So, he might have had a thumping victory in the House of Representatives, but when it comes to the upper house, the House of Review, he's going to have a really tough time.
So negotiations not done yet at all, just like before, really,
No, absolutely, I know. Well, we don't know the composition of the new Senate, right? The new Senate doesn't take its place until July 1 next year. We don't know what that's going to look like, but I think it's safe to say that it's going to be a complex mishmash of various senators from the major parties, from the Greens, and some of the minor parties. I mean, there's a chance, for instance, that Nick Xenophon will get a second person up in South Australia, and if that is the case, that's going to give him a really important negotiating role.